Yesterday, we told you about an upcoming visit to China. US Treasury Chief Janet Yellen is going to Beijing to manage the relationship and calm down tensions. But today, we can tell you that ties are unraveling further. This story is about the US-China chip war. Semiconductors or chips are the oil of the 21st century, and whoever controls them will control the world. So it's no surprise that these countries are battling over chips. And it's been on for a while. America drew the first blood. It restricted chip exports to China, and now Beijing has struck back. Today, China imposed curbs on some raw materials. We're talking about the likes of gallium and germanium. These are two rare elements. They're essential in manufacturing semiconductors, and China is curbing their export. So going forward, exporters will have to take special permission from the state to ship them out.
What I want to say is that China has always been committed to maintaining the security and stability of the global production and supply chain, and has always implemented fair, reasonable, and non-discriminatory export control measures, and it does not target any specific country.
That was the Chinese Foreign Ministry. They say the ban is not to target a particular country, but no one's buying that. The target of this ban is quite clear, as is China's strategy. You see, gallium and germanium are crucial raw materials. They're used in everything from chips to solar panels, and they're on Europe's list of critical raw materials, meaning they're essential for Europe's economy. And China is the world's largest producer of gallium. It is also a leading germanium producer. And now Beijing is pulling the strings. What does this mean for the chip industry? And this is a truly global industry, because remember, chips are not produced in any one country. This is a truly global supply chain designed in the US, manufactured in East Asia, and assembled in China. The machines come from the Netherlands. So US, Europe, Asia, and China, everyone gets a slice of the action. This also makes it a chaotic supply chain. Last week, the Netherlands restricted exports of some semiconductor equipment. It angered China. This week, China has curbed exports. And now the West is worried. Basically, everyone is relying on everyone else, and the constant curbs are not helping anyone. So where does this leave the chip industry? I come back to the question. Until now, Washington has been leading this race. It is the chip design hub, and that gives America an edge. But China has now played its ultimate trump card: critical raw materials, gallium and germanium. The US depends on China for these. In 2021, America imported over 50% of these two raw materials from China. So Beijing may use this as a bargaining chip during Yellen's visit, maybe for some concessions. Also remember, the Americans have some alternatives. There are other producers like the UK, Germany and Belgium, which brings us to another question. Will there be more curbs? Well, most likely yes. Both sides are escalating this conflict, and they know that curbs are a double-edged sword. China may dominate the rare earths market, it may have all the raw materials, but curbing exports will affect its market dominance. So how long can they play this game? From the looks of it, it has just begun.